Setting up a company in Dubai International Financial Center or DIFC can feel complicated. Many investors, business owners, and families find it hard to navigate the different types of legal structures available in DIFC. On the top of that, the rules in DIFC are different from the rest of Dubai because it uses a legal system based on the English common law. But if you want to use DIFC as a base for protecting your assets or managing international investments, it's important to understand how it works. In this video, I'll explain the type of company licenses that you can form in DIFC, the process of setting up one, and what to consider before getting started. Before we start, my name is Shiraz Wahid and I'm the co-founder at Leopardus Wealth, where we have helped many of our clients and families with trust, foundation, and other asset protection strategies in Dubai. If you would like my help in doing the same, you can apply for a free and customized asset protection plan by clicking the link in the description below. Let's start with the most important distinction. DIFC is a financial free zone with its own legal and regulatory framework based on English common law. It operates independently from the UAE civil law system. This matters because it offers a level of predictability and global familiarity that many international clients value. And while it's often associated with financial institutions, DIFC structures are increasingly used for holding companies, SPVs, family offices, trust and foundations, and fintech firms, even those with no local businesses in UAE. Now, when it comes to the legal entities, DIFC offers several types. The most commonly used are the private company limited by share, known as LTD, the limited liability partnership or LLP, and the special purpose vehicle that's often called SPV. Each serves a different need. The LTD structure is the go-to for operating businesses on holding companies. It offers shareholder protection, limited liability, and full access to the DIFC's banking and court infrastructure. The LLP, on the other hand, is useful when multiple parties want to retain individual liability for tax or legal reasons. Common in professional partnerships or advisory firms. And then there's the SPV, a streamlined vehicle often used for holding assets like real estate, intellectual property, or shares in other companies. It's simple, flexible, and cost efficient, but not designed for active trading or client facing operations. That brings us to an important point that not every structure in DIFC is licensed to do business with the public. Many, including SPVs, are restricted to conduct activities that do not require a commercial license. If you're planning to offer services, sign contracts, or invoice clients, you will likely need a fully licensed entity under the DIFC's commercial regime. But if your purpose is wealth structuring, asset protection, or owning international shares, an SPV or holding company might be all you need. Once you have selected the appropriate structure, the formation process is streamlined. It starts with a name reservation and initial online application that is submitted to the DIFC Registrar of Companies. Alongside this, you will need to prepare the Article of Association, a simple business plan, and passport copies of shareholders, directors, or partners. If you're applying for an SPV or a family office setup, the documentation is a bit more simple. All applications go through the DIFC portal and are reviewed by the registrar office. The timelines vary depending on the structure, but most company formations complete in around 5 to 10 working days once the documentation is accepted. However, the registration is just the first step. After incorporation, every DIFC entity must maintain a registered office within the center. You will also need to appoint an authorized signatory, open a corporate bank account, and in some cases, lease physical premises, although virtual options are available for non-operational setups. Compliance obligations include annual returns, audit financial statements, and renewing your commercial license where applicable. For SPVs and passive entities, these requirements are minimal. But operational businesses must budget for higher compliance costs and reporting responsibilities. Banking is another key factor. One of the advantages of DIFC structure is that they are generally well regarded by international banks, including those in Dubai, Singapore, Switzerland, and the UK. A clean, transparent DIFC company, especially one used for holding or family office purposes, stands a better chance of opening the bank account than offshore structures where the owners are hidden or unclear. Still, the banks conduct their own due diligence, so your KYC profile, source of funds, and business rationale remains crucial. From a legal standpoint, DIFC companies benefit from access to the DIFC courts, an independent common law judiciary with commercial expertise and enforceable judgments. This adds an extra layer of legal confidence, especially for dispute resolution, succession planning, or asset protection. Many high net worth clients appreciate the stability and professionalism of this setup, especially when compared to the uncertainty of other offshore jurisdictions. Cost is another consideration. While DIFC is not the cheapest option in the region, it offers strong value for what you receive. It gives you global legitimacy, streamlined regulation, and a robust legal ecosystem. You can expect the setup fee to range between 5,000 to 15,000 US dollars, depending on the structure and whether you use a registered agent or a service provider. Ongoing costs for renewals, compliance, and office space should also be factored in, particularly for operational entities. DIFC is especially useful for those seeking a compliant, internationally respected base for wealth structuring. Whether you are holding assets through an SPV, managing family investments through a LTD, or creating a platform for future fundraising, the legal clarity and the reputational strength of DIFC makes it a serious alternative to both traditional offshore centers and domestic UAE options. It's worth noting that your choice of structure can impact not just your legal standing, but also your tax obligations, succession planning, and banking relationships. For example, some clients use a DIFC SPV in combination with the foundation, creating a more durable and discrete ownership model. Others prefer to mirror their family trust structures in common law jurisdictions using the DIFC as a central anchor. If you are unsure which structure is best suited for your case, or how to balance compliance, cost, and strategic flexibility, that's where professional guidance becomes invaluable. As I mentioned earlier, if you own a business or real estate, don't wait for legal or health crisis to start thinking about protecting your wealth. Many people think asset protection is only for ultra wealthy. But the reality is that some of these solutions cost as much as setting up a free zone company in Dubai. If you want to secure what you have built and show your legacy, you can request your free and customized asset protection plan by clicking the link in the description below. And if you're serious about building long-term financial security, you should really check out my next video right here.